Hello YouTube, RJ Nick here, and today I'm going to show you a very quick video on everything you need to know about fireworks in Minecraft. So for those of you who don't know, there are fireworks in Minecraft, and there are some pretty cool things that you can get them to do. And a lot of people don't really make them or don't even really know how to make them. So I figured I'd create a quick video and show you some of the basics and show you how to create some of your own. Now as you can see in my inventory right now, I've got a lot of paper and I've got a lot of gunpowder. Those are the main ingredients for the fireworks that we're going to need to work with. So let me also show you some of the other stuff that we're going to be using. Basically all the different colored dyes, which you can get from different sources, cocoa beans, then you got your different flowers and stuff like that. So you got a lot of different colors, and each color can be used to make different color fireworks. And then on top of that, we've got these little modifiers here, and I'll get more into that in a minute. But to show you the basics of what a firework is, if you just take a piece of paper and a piece of gunpowder, it'll turn into a firework rocket when you put them side by side. So if we take this and just right click with it, you can see it shoots up in the air, and that's pretty much it. Now you saw that that one didn't go up very high, so if we try this again and we put in 2 pieces of gunpowder, you can see that that one went up a little bit higher. And now if we do the same thing and put in 3 pieces of gunpowder, I believe 3 is the max, you can see it'll go up even higher. It's hard to tell now because it disappears right away, but it'll come into play later. I don't think 4 will work. Let's just find out. No. So 4 doesn't work. 3 is the max. And basically, like I said, it affects how high they'll shoot. So right now you can't tell because they're not doing anything, because all we're doing is basically making a little rocket that shoots up into the air. So now if you want to get a little explosion, then what you need to do is you need to make something called a firework star, which is actually going to be a piece of gunpowder, and it's going to be a piece of whatever color you want to use. So I use the brown one, so it's a small ball brown, and if I put the other color here, the magenta, then it's going to be a small ball magenta, and now I have a fireworks star. Now if you take the fireworks star, it's not going to do anything if you just click around. It's not going to do anything for you. What you need to do is you need to attach it to a rocket. So you put the gunpowder and paper like you would if you're building a rocket, and you also attach the fireworks star. So now you'll see that it says flight duration 1 second, small ball magenta. So now if we take this firework, it's going to fly upwards for a second, and it's going to blow up right there. So now if we do the same thing, let's try it maybe with the blue, and I'll grab this. Oops, not the paper, the gunpowder. I'm going to grab that one, and I'm going to make a pink one as well. So now I've got a light blue and a pink ball. So in order to turn those into fireworks, I'm going to first put the paper there, and what I'm going to do here is put the ball in there. So now we've got a light blue ball, 2-second flight duration, and I'll put the pink one here, and I'm going to add the 3rd piece of gunpowder, and now this one's going to have a 3-second duration. So I'm just going to put these down here, and you'll see that this is the 2 seconds, so it's going to go up. 2 seconds from now it's going to blow up, and then this is the 3-second duration. Goes way up there, actually went above the clouds, so we can't even see it, unfortunately. And when I shoot more of them off, I should probably get a little bit lower. But yeah, so basically that's what you need to know. That's the most important part. To make the fireworks, you take your colors, you make your fireworks star. So that's the star that you make your fireworks into, and that'll turn into whatever color it explodes into. And then you attach it to your paper, and then you put up to 3 different pieces of gunpowder for longer burn time. So if you want it to go up for a second, you put 1 piece, 2 pieces, 2 seconds, 3 pieces, 3 seconds. So basically that's the majority of what you need to know for fireworks. And this is just another sample of, this is a gray fireworks, so it'll go up there, and it's way above the clouds. So let's just stick to 1 second for now. But so yeah, that's the basics of the fireworks. So what I want to get into now is the modifiers. So we know if we take a color and we take a piece of gunpowder, we've got a firework star. Now, that's pretty cool, but let's say you want to do something cool like have it twinkle or have trails or do something like that. So if we put a piece of glowstone dust in there, you'll see now that it says it twinkles. So if I put that in there, and now I have a twinkling ball, so just by adding the dye, the gunpowder, and a piece of glowstone, it now makes a twinkling rocket. So let's see what this one looks like. I'm going to take this. It's got a 1 second burn time. It's getting dark. And look at that. See how they twinkle up there? That's pretty cool. And now what we can do is we can do the same thing. Let's use this color since we haven't used that one yet. And normally that's how we make our star, but this time we're going to use a piece of diamond as the modifier. And the diamond is going to give it a trail as it goes up into the air. So the trail is going to be pretty sweet. So basically it's the exact same thing, just with a trail. So as it goes up, it leaves little trails as it pops. So it's kind of cool. I don't think you can use the... I don't know if you can use two modifiers. Let's find out. I've never actually tried it. And yes, you can. Cool. So you can have it twinkle and have trails. So let's see what this one's going to look like. We will build our rocket part of it. And boom. So it's going to twinkle, and it had the trails up there. Sweet. All right. Now that we've done that, let's add a fire charge and see what that will do to the mixture here. Let's use a cool color. We haven't touched that one yet. And grab a piece of gunpowder. So, as you can see, this is now says it's a large ball. So instead of the original ones, which have all been small ball fireworks, this one is a large ball. And let me toggle the snow off real quick. Perfect. All right. So now this is a large ball, so when this one goes up, you can see that that is way bigger. So by using the fire charge, it causes it to have a huge explosion instead of just a small one. So you can modify the size of the firework by simply adding a fire charge in there. And now, as you can see here, if we use a gold nugget, it says it is star-shaped. So that sounds pretty cool. Let's find out what that really means. Same as all the other ones, build the rocket after we build the ball, and let's send it up. Look at that. Makes like a nice little star shape on there. So that's pretty cool. And I don't think, I'm pretty sure you can't do this. This doesn't seem like it would be safe to do, but let's find out and see what happens. No. Okay, so you can only have one of these. You can either have the large ball or you can have the star shape. But you still can have the twinkle and the trail on it, whether you're using the ball or the star-shaped. That doesn't really affect it. So really, this one's going to be pretty crazy because it's got a trail, it's got twinkle, it's got a large ball, and it's going to be orange. And let's put that on a rocket here. And let's send this one up. See, this is with all the effects so far. So that one's pretty impressive. It crackles, it sparkles, all that stuff. So that's pretty sweet. Now, the last thing I have to show you guys is if we make another one and we use a head, whether it's a zombie head or a creeper head or just a regular player head, it'll be a modifier that will give it a creeper-shaped explosion, which is pretty cool. So basically, it's the same as all the other fireworks. You can add the other different modifiers and stuff on there. But now we have a creeper-shaped one, and let's see what this looks like. It's a little bit hard to see from this angle, so let's make a few more of them just to get a little bit of a better shot out of there. And let's make them blue. Cool. And throw this stuff on here. Cool. Whoops, I think I made... Yep, I made a bunch of rockets. Oh well. So let's send up a couple of these creeper heads. And you can see there's the mouth and there's the eyes for it. So, pretty cool. Send the rest of those off. And like I said, if you just make the firework rockets like these, they really don't do much. They just kind of shoot up in the air. And that's pretty much it. So, I want to say that if you make a star, and let's just do this now. I think if you make a star, you can attach it right to a rocket. No, okay. Maybe not. I was wrong. I thought there was a way you could attach the firework to the rocket after you made it, but I think if you make the rockets, it's only going to be able to get used for that. So with that said, that's pretty much all there is to know about fireworks. It's basically just your gunpowder and your dye, and then whatever modifiers you want to put in there. So you can have the twinkle and the trails, and then you could have, you know, the fire charge to make it a large explosion. And then basically it's just a matter of setting the fuse. So if you want it to be, you know, a short lasting one, then you'd put one piece of gunpowder there. And if you want it to be 2 seconds flight duration, then you put 2. And if you want it to be 3 seconds, then you'd put 3, and so on. So I mean, there's really not a ton to it. Oh, that was just a blank one. But let's just go down a little bit more so that we don't lose any more fireworks. And I am just taking all sorts of damage here, but that's okay. And let's just launch a bunch of these things off. So you can see how cool that looks. Now, what you could do is you can make a whole bunch of different kinds of these, put them in dispensers, and it'll randomly fire them all off, and you could have just like a huge fireworks show going on. So yeah, not really too complicated. If you don't know a lot about fireworks at first, it can seem complicated just because, you know, you don't really know which materials to use for anything like that. But once you get it down, it's really simple. It's basically whatever color you want it to be, combined with some gunpowder to make your star, and then you can also add the modifiers if you want it to be big or star-shaped, or, you know, have trails or crackle and stuff like that. And then you set the duration of your rocket, and then you're pretty much set. So yeah, that's all there is to know about fireworks. There's a lot of different combinations you can do, especially with the size and shape and color and height and all that stuff. So if you wanted to hook a bunch of these together, then that would be pretty cool. So yeah, let me know what you guys think if you have any questions on this. Thanks for watching, and I will be back soon with more tutorials. If there's anything you want to see how it's done, definitely leave it in the comments, and I will make sure to, you know, try to answer as many questions as you guys have. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.